So in this video it's a couple of ace games in the Lycan, which is a tier 7 American light tank, which is currently on the Monster Hunter Urnop. This is in the first stage, so this is stage 4, and then this is the first stage where you can actually pick a tank. If you just get to stage 4 and looking to get one of the 4 down there, this is probably the best one. The other light tank, the Dragon, it's not as good as this tank, to be honest. The Kaiju is a completely different sort of tank, and the Crafts Panther is something to consider, but I think this one is the best one out of that level. But we're here on Sunset Coast, just coming up to go down on the sort of the BC line. I usually go a little bit more south than this, sort of between the C and D line, and go down there, but I noticed that this Vanguard's going into the corner. I think what it's trying to do is stay there and get shots down into sort of D6 area, so when my friendlies hopefully will push that hill, I think that Vanguard's thinking about getting shots down into the back of them. But yeah, we've got a couple of tanks here in support, just trying to spot them up for them. Wondering if that Vanguard is actually going to move. Doesn't, and it seems to be staying there. The heavy's in sort of coming up into D6 now. Vanguard would probably try and get shots into them, so I'm just thinking it was going to pop out, move a bit, I could get shots, but unfortunately not. At this point, I'm thinking I'm a light tank. I really shouldn't just be focused down that lane, so I just want to move out this way just to get my view range across this whole area, rather than blocked by that rock. But that Vanguard, that is my target. If I can get that tank out of the game, obviously for a light tank, getting the enemy light tanks out is always advantageous, but especially a Vanguard. So the Vanguard takes a good hit, so I'm thinking it's probably time for me to go in on it, but this tank's running away. I'm going to pass up shots on it. I've noticed now that there's a couple of TDs back there on that hill. That is something that you can do on Sunset Coast, go up there and just camp on there, but I'm thinking now that I'm just going to go in on this Vanguard. I was checking the scoreboard there. I wasn't too sure who was platooned up with who, and I just wanted to have a look. But pretty sure this Vanguard's all alone over here. And there it is. I would need a slightly higher roll, and I do. The Alpha's 150, so yeah, got a slight high roll on that one. But yeah, now just waiting for the 6 ramps to go off. I did notice earlier that artillery was focusing down here, and it looks like those mediums would be able to have a shot on me, because they seem to be spotting me. So I do just want to relocate. I don't want to be stuck in the same position that Vanguard was. So there's quite a few TDs reps here, so I don't really want to go down there thinking that they're more than likely in cover. They're going to be probably stationary as well, and I won't be able to. I don't think I'll be able to spot them particularly easily, especially if they're just, you know, using the advanced camo. And this medium next to me is not particularly pushing forward, so I don't feel like I've got too much support from that one. Just try and push forward, see if I can spot anyone. I can spot the mediums, but there just doesn't seem to be any way that I'll be able to spot the TDs without them firing. So yeah, just reloading. I'm not going to fire. Keep lighting this STA2 up. Just do want to. This medium's finally pushed up, playing very passively, that medium. And at this stage, I'm just a bit fed up, really. Doesn't seem to be pushing as hard as I would in this situation, so I'm just going to move. I think some teammates, they just want you to do everything. He probably just wanted me to YOLO. I'm not going to do that. So just slightly relocating. I think this TD, there seems to be a battle in the middle here, so I do want to try and help out. And just get here on time, really, just to finish off that Swedish medium. And just going to circle around, just rotate round. There are people back there. You can see the tracer coming in. So they are looking down that lane, obviously for that medium. So the F line is one I want to avoid at the moment. I think the C line as well at the moment is also sort of a no-go, just because of the amount of TDs down there. Just thinking, I do just want to push through here, spot the Scorpion. I think about YOLOing it, but I think better of it, because I did notice the Lycan, the enemy Lycan was around there as well, so didn't really want to take a hit off the Scorpion and then get clipped out by the Lycan. So just relocating now. Luckily the Scorpion is taking quite a bit of damage back there, but seeing the other Scorpion as well up here, I just want to try and go in on it now at the moment. Seems to be alone, seems to be running away, so that's always a clear indication that there's no enemies around here. So just R1, R2 at the moment. Gets a good shot into me. And about to make a bit of a misplay here. Usually I have the control system with the handbrake as X, but as you can see I put X as the ammo swap, because I must have been using the Keijon before this game, and I prefer having X in a multi-weapon tank and the handbrake as X in all the other tanks. But yeah, make a bit of a mistake there, but just reloading time just to get 2 kills there, which was quite good. That Scorpion and Lycan, they did seem to be supporting each other, and none of our team could push them effectively. The Scorpion that I was circling has been shut down, so it's just this Yahtzee that's left. Seeing if I can get the last kill, and I do. So yeah, end up with just over 2,000 assists, 2,300 damage. Then we get MVP on that one with 5 kills. Really good game. Most direct hits in an auto-loading light tank, so this tank does reload quite quickly. Most assisted, obviously that's what you want to get in a light tank. And yeah, got a good few kills at the end. But yeah, Ace Tanker, got the Reaper, which is always a fun badge to get, Patrol Duty, Spotter, and even got the Duelist. So yeah, really good game in the Lycan, on a map that's not particularly suited to light tanks. So second ace game on Heilbronn. This was during the time where if you moved the hull and you tried to rotate the turret, it would just lock in place. So you'll see a few times that it will just lock. I found that just auto locking would put it back to normal, but if you tried to even just move, if you were auto locked and even just tried to move the camera, it would lock. So you'll see that when I circle a TD later. Very frustrating bug. But yeah, we're just coming up to the usual place I go, seeing what's about here. The tank itself, as I said, I think it's the best one in that stage 4 of the earn up. It does have bad matchmaking, so it does see, it's a tier 7, it sees tier 9s, but it will never see a tier 5. So you've got sort of -2 +1 matchmaking. I'm sure you see tier 6s in this tank, but yeah, you never see a tier 5. And we've got this Aguila coming through, so as you can see, my turret's just not going around. I've just auto-locked. I'm trying not to move the camera, but I think the Aguila's suffering with the bug. It just can't get its turret around on me. So yeah, just getting out of there before it can take a shot. LTG comes through, and by the look of it, it's suffering from the bug, and now I am. As you can see, I'm auto-locked, but I'm just trying to move the camera. Yeah, I don't know how a bug like that can get through testing, to be honest. It took them at least a day to actually fix it, but yeah, somehow I aced the light tank during that day, so that was quite impressive. As you can see, it's completely locked. So yeah, very frustrating bug. Got this Bisonte. Just want to put my clip into it, just aiming for the lower hole. Takes a shot, it hits the dirt, thankfully. See if I can get the last shot, and I do. Yeah, just on a reload. So the output of this gun's 150. It reloads quite quickly. I think it is quite a good, sort of a good reload, a good interclip as well. We're just putting shots into this Scorpion G now. Thankfully it snapshots and misses, which is a surprise. Just finish off the Iron Rain. Very deadly tank that is, especially if it gets unspotted again. So I wanted to take that one out. But yeah, as you can see, the turret is not moving. The enemy have pushed the town quite well. There seems to be a bit of a battle going on there, but I'm a light tank. Don't really want to go in there. But yeah, just seeing what comes around here. Seeing if this medium will poke. Doesn't seem to want to. But now we've got this SU-130PM. Thinking I'm getting shot from behind. I can't really start on this side of the hill anymore, so this side I better just kind of YOLO. Go over. Hopefully the Bisonte's only got one shell loaded. Both of them hit me. At the moment I'm just auto-locked, and I just try and move the camera to see where I'm aiming, and just completely locks in place. Just so annoying, so frustrating. And I just fired that straight out of frustration, really, to be honest. I did have a chance to finish that Scorpion G, but turret just locked on me. So yeah, the only downside of this tank is the mobility. I run the optics, camera net and vertical stabilizer. Tempted, I think you could probably drop the vertical stabilizer for the traction system, just to help with the whole rotation. I mean, it accelerates quite well. It's got an alright top speed. It just struggles sort of on the mobility side of things. Considering it is quite an active scout, I would say. Just with how the gun is, you'd need to really sort of single out enemy tanks and go in on them. And it can kind of do that, but I think it relies on its size and its relatively good speed. But as soon as you try and sort of make any turns, it is a little sluggish to rotate. So at that point, my turret was locked. I was just playing with the bug to see how bad it was, and yeah, just completely locked in place. Absolutely crazy. As I said, that went through. But going on this medium, it looks like I've been proxy spied. Feel like that was quite far away, but there we go. Get one shot, a low roll, another slight roll, low roll, and low roll a lot for that last shot. But anyway, just get over 3,700 damage, 26 direct hits, most direct hits again, so yeah, you can really get this gun going. Reload's good, interclip's good. And yeah, just the one detection, unfortunately, but we get the ace tank, we get the spotter, fire for effect, which is always good, and the high caliber in a light tank, which is always pretty good to get. That, you know, you've had a really good game when you get a higher caliber in a light. So yeah, that's the Lycan. As I said, I do quite like it. It's one of my favourites. I was running a Commander XP boost on that one, ×4, and it's during the Halloween double XP or double Commander XP event, so that helped with the getting the 32,000 Commander XP. But yeah, that's the general stats and the crew I run. Pretty standard 4 ones, and then I use situational awareness, run and gun, and snapshot. So yeah, definitely worth getting if you just go up to stage 4 on Yernop. I think it's a really good tank to pick.